Hello, I'm Checkthepan. I'm here to talk to you today about my mapping process, what I'm thinking about as I'm playing, mapping, and setting out these levels. I'm going to talk through Are We Still Young, a recent map that is one I'm quite proud of, but still has its faults. Mapping to me is all about identifying what the music means to me and what I want it to be. The very first thing I'm doing when I'm mapping is thinking about what I want the map's result to be, who I want to play, or who I want the map to be for, who's going to enjoy it, how difficult I want it to be, what kind of rhythms I want to map. For example, here, Are We Still Young? It has this driving drum beat. You're just marching along to this beat. I feel like this map would be one that is steady, dancey, something that you can just groove along to. You know what's coming next. So I am placing notes pretty much on the half beat as a result to just keep it steady, except when the rhythms are otherwise. So those vocals there are something that I can step away from the normal marching rhythm to follow the rhythms, and that emphasizes it, because now you have something different. If I want you to pay attention to the lyrics, I gotta do something different, so that the lyrics are what you pay attention to. I also like each map to have a theme of sorts, something that the map has as something that it belongs to. So this map, for instance, gallops are what this map has as its featured special element. It's only 110 BPM, which makes the gallops far more reasonable. And you can see in here, gallop, where you have that 1/4 right before a double. It makes the hit a lot harder because you have to swing twice as fast for that one hand. The other thing that this map has as its theme is the dodge walls. Dodge walls are something that I find being used incorrectly a lot. I don't think this is perfect dodge walls by any means, but the goal of dodge walls is to add that full body motion in. Dodge walls, just like blocks, have flow. For instance, this map actually had no dodge walls except for the second drop. And after the second drop, I liked the dodge walls in there. I was commented by my friend Quasix that the dodge walls, if they were going to be there, why not put them in other parts too? So I tried out putting the dodge walls in the drop and the first part, and I thought it made sense and made a nice motif along with it. So just like notes have flow, where you follow an up note with a down note, walls should have that same flow as well. Motions to the left, followed by a motion to the right with the dodge walls. Likewise, you can reset after long enough. If it's been a while, you're not ready for another right step over a left step. It can be either way after enough time. But that side-to-side swaying motion is something to preserve. The last thing that I sort of identified with this map was the chroma. I heard the song and I instantly thought pastel, bright, colorful. Lights are something that sometimes, not always, the mapper pays a lot of attention to. And if you're using a map environment override or static lights, you'll make mappers who care about lighting very sad. So you'll make them happy if you just turn off the environment override and uncheck the static lights. If it's not a ranked map, you don't need those frames. It's a tiny little difference unless your PC isn't the strongest. This is a RGB chroma map lights here. I chose the color scheme based on the cover art. Oh, these walls, by the way, are the original dodge walls that I had. You can see alternating left and right, left and right. So yeah, those were the original dodge walls, and everything else followed. Iterating on something, asking yourself, can it be better? Does that work? That's how you make your map the best it can be. Work in progress maps of mine often only take about 2 to 4 hours to actually map, but I play it at least 20 times before I'm happy with it and release. Because hey, you can't tell how good it's going to be until you play it. So yeah, thing I want you to take away, think before you start what you want your map to be. Who's going to play it? Who's going to enjoy it? Build off of that. If somebody's not going to enjoy your work, you don't need to worry about them. You can just map for yourself. If that's who you want to enjoy your work, you can map for a person you're making the song for, or for an audience that you care about, or just to share the song because you love it and you want other people to enjoy it too. Play test your stuff, get second opinions, critically evaluate what you think you're doing, what could be better, if you think it's the best it can be, and have fun with it. I'm Checkthepan. Thanks for listening.